Hello everybody, today I wanted to do a video showing you my brow routine. I've never done a video on my brows before. I don't really know that I've covered in makeup tutorials me doing my eyebrows very much, maybe like once or twice. I feel like it's such a time-consuming thing that I normally just skip over it in makeup tutorials. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing here lately. I've been doing this for a while, so no new changes except for like the shape. I've changed that up just a little bit. But let's just get into it. So the first thing that I like to do is spoolie through my eyebrows. That's kind of my first step. Now, let's just take a moment. I don't look too bad on camera. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting used to it at this point, but I need some eyebrows bad right now. I've done all my other makeup except for my eyebrows, but that's what we're here to talk about. So the brush that I'm going to be using is by the Brow Gal. I got this in a BoxyCharm box, and it's just a double-ended spoolie and then brush on the other end, and this is what I use to do my eyebrows. So the first thing that I'll do is just spoolie through, just kind of brush them. I don't really have a whole lot of hairs, so there's not a whole lot to brush there. As you can see, there's not a whole lot going on, but I just brush them through just to get them going in not the right direction, I guess the right direction and the same direction as well. The product that I'm going to be using is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. I've used quite a lot of this product, and I really like the little packaging, this little pot that it comes in. But anyways, sounds like Daisy needs some attention. She was barking. So anyways, I take my brush and then I go into the product and get some of it. I try not to get a whole lot. I try to work with a little bit at a time and just build that, because I also don't like my eyebrows to be like super, super dark, even though they kind of end up being darker than I would really like them to be. Because I've been using this pot for a really long time, it's not as soft. The product's not as soft, so it's not as easy to pick up a whole lot of product, which is probably a good thing. But I will just kind of dip it in there, try excuse me, try to get some product. And then I like to start on the tail and then work my way in. I don't know why I do it that way, I just do, but hopefully I can show you how to do this. My mirror is kind of far away. I'm normally like right up in my mirror, so let's see, hopefully I can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the tail. Hopefully I stay at an angle so that you can see. So there's a tail. I'm starting to look a little bit more normal. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit more product. Again, I try not to pick up too much at a time, and I'm just gonna start working my way in. I can always, of course, go back to the tail, make it darker, thicker, longer, you know, whatever I wanna do, but I try to just kind of go over it basically. See, I just want a lot thicker. Oh well. But I know that at the end, like I look at them and I'm like, that one, you know, needs more or less or whatever, or I need to balance them out, stuff like that. So now I'm gonna go in to the center right here, and I keep the brush kind of tilted just a little bit. And I'm just gonna brush upwards, just like that. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna get a teeny bit of product. I actually kind of feel like I have too much product. Actually, I'm gonna leave it. I feel like I have a little bit too much product on it, and instead of wiping it off and wasting it, I'm gonna go to the top and do kind of a straight line, and then I will come back down, and I like to brush upwards. So I'm gonna go, let's see, right here. And just draw a line like that. I might have went up too high, but we'll work with it. And then I'm just gonna go to the very base where the hairs are, and I'm gonna take my brush, I'm holding it sideways. Like I'm not holding it upwards like that, I'm actually holding it that way and brushing up. I don't know why, that's just what I do. at some point I do normally need to pick up a little bit more product, but I do try to keep this part sparse, not sparse, but like lighter, thinner. I don't try to get it too dark. Now that's pretty squared. It doesn't look quite right. So one thing that I like to do is come back down here to the bottom and make that a little bit thicker so it's more of like a gradual line than like, yeah, like that. I don't know if you can tell the difference. And then it is pretty boxy, so I will go in and try to kind of curve that a little bit. And I haven't picked up any product in like a little bit. Because at this point I just kind of want to keep what I'm doing pretty light, and I just kind of want to move around what's already there, just use what's already there. But yeah, that's about it. There's one done. It'll look better once both of them are done. But I think this one always turns out a lot better than my other one. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll move on to the other one at this point, and then once I'm done both, I kind of sit back and I stare at them both and see what's different and if I need to change anything. Obviously they don't need to be identical, but I want them to look pretty similar. So again, I'm going to go back in with some more product. I'm going to go over to the tail on this end. Because normally once you're done both of them, you look at them, you're like, that one's longer than that one, let me make this one longer, you know, or one's thicker than the other. If the shape's not completely perfect, I really just kind of leave that, but if there's anything like super noticeably different, then I try to fix that. I might go back afterwards. Normally a good trick to follow is to take a brush, hit the corner of your nose and then your eye, the outer corner of your eyeball, and as long as you're at least that long, your nose and your eyebrow should really kind of, I don't know, have a general line, but I think they're long enough like overall, as long as they're the same length and they look about right to me. But I'll take another look once I'm done. All these things to think about. Got some more product and I'm just gonna keep going in. I kind of start from the outside, work my way in. I also work from the bottom up. I don't know why, I just do. Still not picking up too much product. I'm just picking up a little bit at a time. I'd show you, but like you can't see hardly anything. I'm gonna pick up some more, and because it's probably gonna be too much, again, I'm gonna go do the top portion of this eyebrow. So this is where I think this eyebrow is more sparse than this one. So I tend to draw this one not as thick as this one because I try to basically just follow the natural hairs on my eyes or my eyebrows. Not that you can really see them, but they're there. Some of them are there. So I just try to follow them. So I think this one is thinner than the other one. And if I wasn't, I'm trying to make it like close to as thick. If I wasn't filming, I could do this like so, I could do it a lot faster. It does take me time to do my eyebrows, but not nearly as long as this video is going to be. So I'm just filling that in a little bit at the top. I'm going to pick up just a little bit more, the teensiest little bit, and then I'm going to start brushing upwards. Again, I like to hold it like this and then brush up. This one always comes out way more like of a curve than like a sharp line like this one does. I don't understand it. Did my lighting just change? I think I lost the sun at some point and I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry about that. these actually look pretty good to me. I have a bigger mirror over on the side, sorry, and I was trying to just kind of compare the two of them. They are a little thick, ooh, and this one went in a little too far. Like if you're looking at my nose as like the center point, this one comes in further than this one. So I feel like that's something I have to fix. So I'm gonna get a little bit of product and I'm gonna try to make this come into the center of my face just a little bit more. Okay, I think it didn't change it a whole lot, but I think it is a little bit better. They're a little bit closer to like the center. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna leave them the way they are. I'm pretty satisfied with them. I have a couple more steps. I'm gonna go back in with my spoolie again and brush through them. It just kind of helps to lighten up the pomade a little bit. But at this point, you have to be, I'm gonna use a different spoolie because that one has like, I think it has foundation on it. I'm gonna use this one that I have. It's just on the end of the It Cosmetics brow powder. Like it has the brow powder on one side, but I really like the spoolie on this. I think I've talked about it. It's so super soft. But you just want to be careful that you're not going out of the lines because you're going to have product at this point on the spoolie and you don't want to mess that up. But I just try to brush through it, and I do try to wipe off the spoolie every now and then on like a paper towel. Alright, I changed the lighting a little bit, so hopefully it's a little bit better, because it seems to be that the sun just went behind a really big cloud and I've totally lost it. So that is about all I do. The last step is to take my Soap & Glory Archery Volume Boost Brow Fiber Gel in Talk of the Brown. I really do like this stuff. Benefit makes a really good brow gel, colored a tinted brow gel as well. I really like tinted brow gels because I need help. Because my eyebrow hairs just don't even look like they're there. So I tend to like to go for a tinted color because it just helps the hair stand out a little bit better. And I'm not really looking for them to be tamed or like held down or anything because there's just not much there. So I will take the spoolie. This does come out of the tube with a lot of product on it, so I have to brush a lot of it off onto the tube, and then I will just brush this through my eyebrow hairs. There's nothing really special about what I do here, it's just that I do it. And I don't think you notice like a huge difference, but I kind of just feel like it helps kind of complete the look, I guess. Speaking of taming hairs, I've got like one that's sticking straight up. It looks like an eyelash, whatever. I'm just gonna let it do its thing today. The only other thing I could probably do is just pluck it. You can't even see it, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyways, that is what I do for my eyebrows. I've changed up the shape a little bit. I used to go very rounded in the center, and I've tried to square it off a little bit. I don't like the super squared off harsh line though. Like really like almost a box. I don't really like that. So I do try to soften it up a little bit and kind of just soften them and curve them a little bit so it's not these straight lines. I don't know. I don't feel like it fits me very well, like my personality and everything. It just looks a little strange. Sorry, I hit the vanity and I think it shook the camera. But anyways, this is what I've been doing lately. There isn't a whole lot of change recently that I've been making other than the shape. I did change the shape a little bit recently, but these products I've been using for a while and I really like them. And yeah, I keep raising them so you can't really get a good look at them. The only other thing I would do is put some brow highlight on, and I've really been liking this flower palette. It's a, what is it called exactly? Shimmering and Strobe Highlighting Palette. You can pick this up at Walmart. It's really, really good. I have it on my cheekbones today, and I'm probably just gonna blind you, but these colors are so pretty. I really, really like this one Really also like the gold. That's probably my second favorite. The pink is really nice, but I think it brings out all the red in my face. That was a little mini review. I just love it. So anyways, I'll probably take a brush and go under my eyebrows with a little bit of that product, just because it was the same thing I used on my cheeks today. You can see it right there, as well as my acne. Oh. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also hit the subscribe button. That means a lot to me. You can also follow me on Instagram at HairbyLizzyBug. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and until next time, bye! Instagram at HairbyLizzyBug. I hope you guys see all of the stuffed animals now. Bye, guys.